Alright guys, let's go ahead and get started. Obviously I'm not doing a spring summer look because I am not in the mood to do a springy summer look. I'm not having the best mental health day, but doing my makeup always makes me feel better, and this is what we do it. Also, if you notice, my hair is out. I washed and deep conditioned it today, so I'll probably show you that at the beginning or at the end of this video. Who knows? Like, I don't know, but I'm going to show you guys like a length check or whatever. So, yeah, so I'm using a combination of singles. This is a combination of Sydney Grace and ENSLEY Rain shadows. And then I'm going to be using the ENSLEY Rain Harvest Moon palette. And that is what it looks like. Even though these mattes, I'm not using any of the mattes in here today, but these mattes are not the original mattes that come with it. I switched out some of the ENSLEY Rain Lighten Your Eyes palette for these. I don't remember which ones I switched out, but this is what the palette looks like now, and I like it better. And the only shade I'm going to be using out of this palette is Corn Maze right here. So you're not going to see this palette very often. But I'm using these two shades right here. This is Pumpkin Pie, and that's an ENSLEY Rain single. And this is in the shade Haystack. This is a Sydney Grace shadow. And I also used this shadow right here, which I can't remember. I think this is called Army. And I think this is Sydney Grace. Alpha. It's a Sydney Grace shadow, and it's called Alpha. So yeah, those three mattes and a shimmer are what I'm using. So let's go ahead and get started after all that ramble. All right, first going in with the shade Pumpkin Pie. And this is a halo eye, as you can see. I haven't done a halo in a bit, so at least I don't think I have. I don't really look back on my videos to see what I've done and what I haven't done. I just do whatever I'm in the mood for, and I felt like doing Moody makeup today, which is not very spring or summery, but whatever. So just blending this up into my crease and upper crease. I like ENSLEY Rain shadows. They are so good and so pigmented and so smooth. Like, I can say that about a lot of the shadows that I use. But I would say my two favorite companies at the moment are ENSLEY Rain and Cosmic Brushes. Those are what I purchase from the most. I haven't purchased any makeup in a while. I have to like look over my collection and see what I want to get rid of, because I'm not a hoarder. I used to be a hoarder, but I'm not so much anymore that I'm older. Going in with the shade Haystack and just blending this in my upper crease and helping blend out the shade Pumpkin Pie. And as you can see on my other eye, I'm bringing this pretty high. Going in with the shade Alpha from Sydney Grace and applying it to my outer and inner corner of my mobile lid, which is going to create that halo appearance. And I'm bringing this shade up into my crease on my outer and inner corner, but I'm not going any higher than that. Just blending it out a little bit. I'm going to go back in and reapply it to deepen it up. But that's what it's looking like right now. Pretty. Very pretty. This is a super quick look, as you can tell. Very, very quick. Next I'm going in with the shade Corn Maze from the ENSLEY Rain Harvest Moon palette. And I'm pressing that into that blank space on my lid. You can use a brush with this, but using your finger definitely gives more of an impact. Then I'm going to go in with a Danessa Myricks shimmer. This is from the Lightwork 6 palette, and I'm going in with the shade. I don't know what the shade is. Let's see. I'm going in with the shade Higher, which is that right there. And that's like a pretty orangish peach color. So I'm just putting that right on top of Corn Maze, like so. Alright, now I'm going to line my eye using the NYX Epic Wear eyeliner stick. And I'm going to line my bottom lash line and my top waterline. So I apply this to the inner and outer, from the inner to the outer part of my lash line, lower lash line, and then fill in my lashes. And then I'm going to put a little bit on the outer and inner part of my mobile lid, just to add a little bit of darkness to that army shade. And then taking a small brush with the shade Army and blending it out, right? Yeah. All right, and then on my bottom lash line, I'm going back in with the shade Alpha and running it along where I applied that liner, essentially smudging the liner with the eyeshadow. And then going in with the shade Pumpkin Pie and doing the same thing. Now I'm going to go in with my lashes. These ones are from Amazon. They will be linked down below. And I'm going to go off camera, put them on, and I'll be back to show you guys the final look. Alright guys, here is the final look. What do we think? Got an itch. What do we think? Let me know down in the comments below. And everything that I used I will list down below in the description box. Like I said, this is not very spring, summer, but I kind of don't give a fuck. Okay? I'm still loving it. And hopefully you enjoyed. And if you did, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. Press the subscribe button down in the description box so you don't miss any more content from me. Share this video because, you know, sharing is caring. And since you're here, you might as well watch some more videos. So there they are, popping up right there. and right there, right there and right there, right there and right there. Support your girl, okay? And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye! So I just wanted to show you guys what my natural hair is looking like these days. I took my braids out because it's been over a month since I got my hair done and I wasn't able to get an appointment until next week. But I was like, I can manage my own hair for a week. I think I'll be okay. But this is what she's looking like at the moment. Washed, deep conditioned, and blow dried. I'll leave all the products that I used down below. My hair is virgin. It was about this length when I decided to go blonde. I think that was like 3 years ago or something. This is like 3 years of growth. So this is what she's looking like. Just in case you guys cared.